Hey, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. I got a letter. Let me get right into it here. Hi, Scott. I'm a big fan and love your straight-up approach. I would like to hear your thoughts about coming to Thailand for the purpose of liberations. In the first sense, liberation is financial independence. Not doing the mainstream path of paying off a mortgage, house, uni fees, and credit cards for 30 years in a tiny cubicle, but working, saving up, and leading a frugal life for the purpose of personal freedom from wage slavery and becoming a master of your own limited time, being free to go and do what is important to you. Whew, man, that's a bit wordy. But I understand, and obviously due to value for money, Thailand is one of the best choices. I do think Thailand is probably one of the best choices in the world if you're trying to do things not necessarily on the cheap, but cheaper. Let me go on here. Secondly, in terms of liberation from consumerism and TV, in rural Thailand, it is possible to purchase affordable land and build your own house and live off the land. Okay, well, if you have a Thai wife, which he goes on to say, my wife is Thai, so this is one of the things we would like to do. I say with a Thai wife because you cannot legally own land as a foreigner here. You can own the house, but you can't own the land. Now, getting back to his original statement of liberation from financial debt, I do think that, Thailand is still a mainly credit-free society, at least more so than, say, in the United States or many countries in Europe. And I do think that if more people did this, I think it would be beneficial to the economy and also to many people's lives. People are not able to save as much because they get in credit card debt, because they owe on a house. They have student debt and all these kind of things. So if you can pay cash for everything, then obviously, living debt-free. I'm not completely debt-free, but fairly debt-free we are, and my wife. We're fairly debt-free, and we really have very few debts aside from what we need to pay every month, and some things that we have set aside for goals in the future, one of which is to purchase a house and to be able to pay for it in cash. So, and land also. So let me go on here. He says, yada, 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 in terms of liberation from consumerism and TV. I don't know that that's going to happen just because you move to rural Thailand. Everywhere you go in rural Thailand, in many other countries in Southeast Asia, you will see satellite dishes, and there are people with mobile phones, and people want to buy stuff. I mean, it's convenient to have things. It's convenient to have a microwave oven. You don't have to have one, but it makes life a little more convenient. These kind of things. It's convenient to have a toaster. It's convenient to, there are things that you need, or that you think you need, or that they are definitely helpful. But there are ways around this, and I think the key is to choosing the life you want. I mean, not everybody wants to live without a TV. Now, we no longer have cable, and we no longer are able to watch TV. We do have a lot of movies saved to an external hard drive. We do have Netflix. I have the UFC Fight Pass, so I can watch UFC. I have Netflix. There's YouTube. I have all my movies. I have probably 4 terabytes of movies and TV shows. And then, what else do I have? Oh, well, there's always the websites that have different shows on. So there are various ways to get around things like watching TV. I almost always watch things on my laptop, or downstairs we have a TV. It's the only TV in the house now. We only have one TV left. And, you know, it's a fairly nice TV. It's like a 42-inch TV, but we bought it probably 10 years ago, and it still works great. And I don't plan on buying a new one anytime soon, but that TV is connected to our computer, which the computer is the entertainment center, because we can connect to the internet through it, and also we have a hard drive full of movies and TV shows. So, again, while I think that the idea of being liberated from consumerism is a good one, and I think that in some ways, yeah, it's possible, definitely. There are people who can make it happen. I think that pretty much at this point in the world, there is TV just about everywhere. There is consumerism just about everywhere. I mean, Thailand is a Buddhist country, and they celebrate Christmas here, at least the Christmas holiday and Christmas shopping. So, well, they don't really celebrate the holiday as far as being a formal holiday, but they do. There are some places that will exchange gifts and things like that. But shopping-wise, consumer-wise, it's a big holiday. So, you know, good luck with that. Finally, in terms of ultimate liberation, I am a Buddhist, and Thailand is good for practice, taking retreats, listening to the teaching from enlightened monks, and generally in the rural areas, having a peaceful environment for a life of introspection. Just wanted to hear your opinion about these three kinds of liberation, which can be more easily achieved by moving to Thailand. Financial independence, living off the land in a beautiful rural area, and finally, benefiting from the Buddhist path. Now listen, I'm not a real religious person at all, but I'll tell you what, I do like Buddhism because, first of all, they don't push the religion on you, at least not here. You know, that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, living off the land. How, you know, when you say living off the land, does that mean, what was that guy's name, Dick Prenicky or something like that? He built a cabin out in Alaska. He built his own log cabin. He did everything on his own. And I believe he had some startup capital, but he, you know, to buy the tools and that kind of thing. But he built everything himself, and he truly lived off the land. He went fishing and hunting and these kind of things. I don't see that happening here in Thailand, at least not with very many people. And if you can do so, more power to you. But I think at this point, people are reliant on many, many things. I would love to be able to do something like go to Alaska or even in Thailand and hunt and fish and do those kind of things and know that I had some kind of a backup in case I failed, because chances are I would probably fail. I would probably fail. I don't know. I mean, when your life's on the line, it might be a little different, but who knows? It's not an easy life to live off the land, and I don't think you're going to do that here. I think that you can benefit from the land here. You can supplement your food stocks and that kind of thing. But aside from that, you know, I wouldn't count on it. Let's see here, financial independence. Yeah, I do think financial independence here is probably a little easier than, say, in the United States or somewhere in Europe, where there may be a higher cost of living, or there is a higher cost of living. So I think it's a good question, and it's something you really need to think about and get into, really look at it in depth and figure every last aspect of it out, because I think that if you just jump into something and go, I'm just going to pay off all my bills and I'm going to live in Thailand and I'll live off of, you know, I'll put my 800,000 baht in the bank and retire and I'll live off of $300 a month and off the land and I'll be a monk. Okay. Yeah, maybe you can. I'm not saying you can't. But I think that for most people, that's a bit of a stretch. Hey, check out my Patreon page. My new book is coming. It's done, and it'll be up this week. Check out my old book, They Call Me Farang. I'm going to get some rest. Until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di lat.